Welcome to my shop in Purcell, Oklahoma, the only state in America that was totally red during the election. And myself and Aaron Fryer making a roadster. I'm striking for Aaron. And Neil Madden from England, or from Scotland, resides in England now, was a British Army farrier for 22 years. He's going to narrate the rest of this video. Okay, right now, Aaron's made his toe bend. He set his toe quarters. Right now, we're going to seat the shoe out. This material's been bumped up, and as he made the shoe, he made it like a pyramid. Thicker at the toe, thinner on the inside web. But because it's such a thick piece of steel, it's been bumped up, it bunched up on the inside, so we had to seat it out. Right now, he's just cleaning up his toe. A roadster shoe basically has three parts. It's got the toe, the caulk, and the wedge. You want a ruler? How do you want to mark it? A straight edge? What are you making now? What are you making now? Okay, these toenails of this shoe will go on normal shoe, a 3/4 inch wide shoe or something, it would go across the inside web. But because this section is 1 inch, we're going to go just slightly ahead of that. Right now, getting ready to set the start of the fuller. This is Jim Keith fuller.
The outside branch starts with being run up. And then set down on the back of the section just to break its neck and drawn down. Then turned over and the caulking is set upwards. Notice that the sledgehammer holding the material in position while the hammer turns it over. Thinning the branch down into the caulking. Notice how he's set the caulking off, taking it square through the back. Putting the heel check in. corking square to the toe when it's turned. Now that the corking's been made, checked off and squared to the toe, I'm going to thin it up and I'm going to turn the branch. Right, the inside branch is going to be drawn down and wedged up at the same time to get the depth of the heel so it can set a wedge into it. Notice the angle of the sledge, wedging the material up, now setting it down to create a wedge. Drawn down. And the wedge is forged from behind into itself to wedge the material up. Forging the material to the centre. Preparing the inside branch, running the material back into itself. Wedging the wedge up from behind. Marking the fuller in the centre of the branch. I'm going to rasp the branch up on the straight so that we can get into the inside of the branch easier than when it's being turned. Just go around the back of the corking up. The next process is squaring the material up, making sure that everything's set right, and then we're going to rasp the inside wedge up. Rasping the heel of the wedge to conform to the angle of the buttress and take the corners off the material.
You know, they bought, that's best that bought built it.
The next process is to turn the branch. Putting the quarter bend in. Leveling the shoe up. Once the branch is turned, the face of the corking should be square with the toe. In the previous process, when the corking was made, it was set on an angle so that when this turning the branch process has been completed, notice how he lifts his hand and runs out of the material at the end of the fuller in. Punching the nail holes. Continuing to finish the outside branch. I'm going to run the material up. The distortion of the material after the fuller in has been run back into the section, squaring it all up again. Maintaining the same web all the way through to the quarters and then to the heel. Reaffirming the fuller in, running through it. Pritcheling the cap out of the nail holes to the pritchel. Just getting a bit more definition on the section. Notice that it's what we call a black heat, passing through the fuller in with a light blow on the hammer. Inside branch. Turn it and fuller it. Putting a quarter bend in, forging the branch round through the heel. Making sure the corking, the wedge as you wear the wedge. Destroyed. Give it some definition. Now we're going to set the fuller. Notice how the heel's dropped into the fuller in. Run into the fuller in. And when you get to the end of the fuller in, the heel of the fuller's dropped into the toe to define that toe and the part of the fuller in where it finishes in the toe. Fuller's driven 3/4 of the way into the material. Nail holes, punched into the fuller in, running the section in, defining the section again, running any distorted material from the fuller in, maintaining that definition right the way round through the branch, taping up to the heel. Leveling the material up. Redefining the fuller in. Lighter hammer blows, planishing the fuller in. And stamping the nail hole. The cap at the bottom of the nail holes from the stamps then pushed out the use of the fuller. Notice that the pritchel is cool between each process. Keep it cool, stop it from becoming brittle and breaking. Marking the position of the clip. In the centre of the toe, you can see the dividers are being used to mark evenly from each position through the toe. Clip positions then marked with a centre punch. The next process is to clip the shoe. We're using a bob punch. We're going to drive the bob punch into the material to set a piece of the material out. Then going to draw the clip over the side of the anvil with the round side of the hammer. Drawing the clip once it's been bob punched, placing the bubble over the anvil, forging the clip out with the straight side of the hammer. The height of the clip should be approximately that, the width of the section, the web of the material. Verging on 2/3 of the web of the material for the height of the clip. For all intents and purposes, the shoe's nearly finished, needs shaping up and then rasping up. Using a flatter to make sure the material is flat. This also forges the side that's in contact with it, so it gets it nice and smooth, a nice flat forward presentation. Notice that the material is treated to a cherry red, so it reduces the amount of distortion when using a flatter.
Bill made this flatter.
Yeah.
I've had it for 8 years.
You start, you have it.